Hey, so I just wanted to do a quick video on how to wake up in the morning, start your breathing exercises, and you can use these breathing exercises throughout the day. Now, when we talk about breathing, remember if we're standing up nice and tall, even if we're sitting up nice and tall, meaning that we're not slouching or anything like that, the most important thing that you have to do is to keep your arms relaxed. So sometimes you need to stretch. So sometimes we have to start with stretching. We have to make sure that, you're stretching out every single limb. You can do this with your arms for about 10 seconds. You want to keep everything limber and stretched. You can stretch all the way down if you want. You can go this way, as long as your body is relaxed and not tense. I like to do the I don't care challenge. You know when people tell you stuff and you just naturally go like this? Well, we're going to do it more elaborate. So we want to hold this up for 10 seconds. Relax. And you can do that as many times as you need to. You can roll your shoulders back as much as you need to. Roll them forward as much as you need to. And if you want to get a full stretch of your neck, you can just put your head down for 5 seconds, turn it to the side for another 5 seconds, put it back down for another 5 seconds, and turn this way, making sure you're not going all around the world with your head. All right? So we're going to move on to breathing. So with breathing, you never want to breathe like this. It's normal for us to do that, but what it does, you might feel like a cool air when you do that. That is you just adding excess shallow air, and we want deep air. So we want to relax the jaw. You see how I did that? All I did was just relax my jaw. Let me come up closer so I can show you. All I did was relax. And if you noticed when I relaxed it, you saw that my stomach kind of popped out, right? Let me show you to the side. Now, I'm going to show you that as I'm talking, my stomach starts to cave in or contract in, meaning it gets smaller until I have to take another breath. Each time that I talk and each time that I sing, you notice that my shoulders are not lifting, but I am simply just relaxing my jaw, letting the air come in and when I'm speaking or singing, I am doing that until I need to take another breath, okay? So that is a typical basic way to breathe. You can put your hand on your stomach and assess. So what I like to do is I like to keep my jaw relaxed like this. I let the air in and I do that for 5 seconds and then I hold for 5 seconds and then I hiss out. So I'm going to relax my jaw for 5 seconds, hold it for 5 seconds, and hiss for 5 seconds. The hissing represents, it's kind of like when you're hissing, imagine you speaking or singing. That's how you use air to sing or talk. So 5 seconds of relaxing, holding, and hissing. You can do that as many times as you need to. You can also do something called a dog pan. So a lot of people like that because it's funny. You stick your tongue out and with a relaxed jaw, you are. Look at my stomach as I do it. Now, let me show you me doing it 5 times. One more time. Did you see that each time I did a dog pant, my stomach contracted back after I took in some air? You can do that as many times as you need to also. So let's try it about 5 times. I believe that was about 5 times. Now, your voice should not feel dry. It should not feel scratchy. But if it is dry or scratchy, always have room temperature water nearby. So I'm going to take a swig of water and I'll be right back. Now, another way to stretch out your face and just make sure that your face and everything is engaged, we did the body. We want to stretch out our face because we're using our jaw and we're using our facial muscles to stay active while we're singing. I call it the sticky gum challenge. So you're gonna, this is the stickiest piece of gum you have ever chewed in your life. It looks funny, right? Well, even though it looks funny and it's kind of fun, it is actually stretching out all the muscles in your face to keep yourself relaxed. You can do that for about 30 seconds at a time, and it helps to stretch out your face, like I said. And with the jaw, look at what I'm doing. I'm putting my fingers kind of at that hingy part. You know, like when you open up your mouth and it feels like a hinge that kind of opens up like this, right? You want to put your finger kind of like in the middle of that hingy part on both sides and just relax the jaw. You might feel a little bit of tension or a little pop, or you might hear a little pop. You can do the sticky gum challenge while you're doing that. Holding your fingers there helps to soothe that hinge area that can get really sore while we're singing because, or even while we're talking, because we use our mouths a lot to chew, to talk, to scream, to yell. So eventually that gets sore. So that's a good exercise for you to keep yourself stretched and ready to sing or talk. Now we're going to go into lip trills. So lip trills are also a great way to clear out any mucus or phlegm that rests in your throat. And you can also practice songs. If you're not ready to sing out loud or sing a song out loud, you can use lip trilling. So lip trilling goes like this. You put your lips together, not tight, not like that, but just together. And you're allowing the air to kind of flow through the lips. Relax the jaw. Coming up closer, I'm going to show you. You see how my lips kind of moved up and down like that? You want that same kind of motion. If you are forcing it with your throat, that's not the right way. It has to come from below. So using that hand there, you want to make sure you're relaxing the jaw. Sorry. It's a little slight push of the air out. So you can do that with no sound in the beginning. Let's try it 5 times. You can use your finger to guide the air. Relax the jaw. That's a great way to start without any sound, and it helps to clear out so much. Now, what we're going to do, and I want you to notice each time that I talk, I am simply relaxing my jaw, and whenever I need to take a breath, I just open up. I just open up so that I can take another bit of air until I need to take another breath again. So continue that with all of these exercises. Now, we're going to do a straight note with this. So this note, I want you to hear. So you're going to do it with the lip trill. I'm just humming the note, and now we're going to do it. So guiding. One more time, using that same lip trill technique. One more time. Good. If you can do that, then as we progress, we can move on into singing phrases with lip trills. Like, for example, this will be a phrase. If I wanted to sing la 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 la, instead of me singing it out loud like that, and I wanted to practice while practicing breath support at the same time, I could do that. So there's several ways to practice and putting everything together. All right. So with that being said, this is a great way to start off in the mornings practicing, but stay tuned for a little bit more when it comes to building the voice with vocal warm-ups.